Ladies and dudes, you're not going to believe this. And it's going to be the most surprising news of all. Well, to tell you the truth is, about a couple days ago or so, well, whoever announced it, there is going to be a Spider-Man 4 that featured Tobey Maguire. And yes, ladies and dudes, it is very darn true that Spider-Man 4 was about to be planned for a movie, but sadly, many years ago, it got canceled after the biggest flop of all for Spider-Man 3. And now they're gonna find a way to make it. But I wonder how the heck this is going to work. That's for sure. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop 1987. This is my review for today. And today I have no review, ladies and dudes. But yes, ladies and dudes, it is very darn true that almost 3 years ago, when we got Spider-Man No Way Home, the Spider-Man 3 curse has finally been broken. And there is going to be some futuristic Spider-Man films to come in the later on future. How the heck I should say this? Maybe it is going to be true or not. There will be Amazing Spider-Man 3. We're waiting for the other Spider-Man film that featured Tom Holland. Says we have no idea what the plot, the storyline is going to be, and yeah, there's going to be a Venom 3, surprisingly to say. But the most shocking thing of all, we're going to have a Spider-Man 4. And I wonder what's my main thoughts about it. And yes, ladies and dudes, many years ago, that Sam Raimi, our favorite director of all time, had thought about a Spider-Man 4. And he thought about it for a very long time. And yeah, the whole entire movie got scrapped. You know, scratched, erased. You know, so on and so forth, I guess. You know, time goes on, and we gotta move on to something else. But yes, there was an idea for the plot of Spider-Man 4. And I saw a video about it just some days ago. I can't remember if it's last week or something. Yeah, I heard a story about Spider-Man 4 that... Oh, I'm sorry, this is Spice. This is her, alright. She's grown up now. She's really hungry. Now, just hold on a minute, little girl. I'm trying to do a video here. You should not distract me, sweetheart. I know. Yeah, I know, sweetie pie. Just wait, okay? Just hold on a minute, sweetie pie. I gotta do a video. Just wait, okay? Okay. Sorry about that, ladies and dudes, about my cat. Alright, where was I? Okay, let's strike that, reverse it. Okay, let's head back to what I was about to say about this other main plot of the storyline for Spider-Man 4. And it's really about, well, Peter and MJ were about to get back together again after the events of Spider-Man 3. But then they broke up again since Peter Parker fell in love with someone else. And Peter Parker is having a relationship with that woman who's going to be Catwoman. And there's going to be a part where Peter Parker is going to face another villain called the Vulture. You know, the guy who's about to become a bird with some wings. I don't know what's it going to be, in robotic or feathers, whatever. But Sally, it didn't work out. Yeah, we already know about the main plot of the storyline, ladies and dudes, but yeah, I think that part of the storyline was about to be scratched off. And yeah, there is going to be a part in Spider-Man 4 that we're going to see, what's that dude's name? The guy who does illusions and all that stuff. And he was going to be played by that Bruce Kimball, if I got his last name right. So yeah, that's sadly to say that movie was really, really scratched off. I think Sam Raimi's going to scratch off the whole entire storyline. Maybe he could burn the whole entire plot in hell and all that stuff. Well, since I don't know much about if they're going to work on that part of the storyline or not. Since we're going to see a Spider-Man 4, and I'm not so sure when the heck it's going to come out in the later on future. But I do know this, ladies and dudes. About Spider-Man 4, whatever the storyline is going to be, well, since we already know that Tobey Maguire's character, Peter Parker, he's already older and he's mature, he's all grown up now, he's a very good gentleman, and he's using very good manners since we already know him from Spider-Man No Way Home. I wonder what the heck will the storyline is going to be about when he's a lot older and maturer and started to become a man for once. I wonder what will Sam Raimi's going to do to give Peter Parker a later on storyline, and it will feature in a good time skip. I'm sure it'll be like 17 or 20 years later or something like that. And I wonder, who's going to be the new villain for Spider-Man 4? Maybe a villain that we haven't seen yet after when we see the other villains from both Andrew Garfield's versions and also the Tom Holland versions. The ones that we already saw from the later on time of the Spider-Man films. I think it's time for Sam Raimi to think about finding another villain that Peter Parker is going to face. Just the one that we haven't seen yet in the film. I'm not sure which one it's going to be. And I'm concerned about Peter 2, since that's what Peter 1 calls him, or what Peter calls himself, Peter 2. When will he and MJ, start to work things out in their relationship? Try to get back together and start to become a couple again. And I wonder when the heck they're going to get married. Yeah, there was a part in those comic books that they did get married, and they also had a child. Maybe Sam Raimi could think about that part of the storyline and maybe try to find a way to develop that type of storyline in the later on time. It's all about knowing before thinking. If you know what I mean. I think that's pretty much it. That is my main thoughts of what Spider-Man 4 is going to be, and also my main thoughts of the storyline that Sam Raimi had created years ago, but sadly it got scratched out. So I think it's a good idea to forget about the storyline that he created years ago and start making a brand new storyline that needs to feature in a time skip. And maybe that way things will be a little bit better for the Spider-Man franchise. So, what do you think about this news that we're finally going to get a Spider-Man 4? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's pretty decent? And what type of storyline that you really want to see when Spider-Man 4 is going to show up in the later on future? Whatever it's going to be. Well, whatever it is, just leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time. Okay, strike that, reverse it. It's time for me to think about an idea for another movie review. And I decided to do a Don Bluth film called All Dogs Go to Heaven. You'll see my main thoughts of it soon enough. So, that is it for now. I'll see you all later, and sayonara.